Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. Here for some more Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 final DLC free update content. Today, I'm going to be showing you the fastest and easiest methods possible to reach max level, which is currently 199. This is going to be the final level cap update of the game, just because we would typically get these updates from the DLC's free updates. For example, Future Saga Chapter 1, we were able to go up to 140, Chapter 2, 160, Chapter 3, 180, and now the final fourth chapter, we have the chance to level up our CACs to 199. We would definitely want to take advantage this week just because there's currently a multiplayer campaign event being held. It started on the 8th of July and it's going to be ending in about 2 more days from the time of recording this video, July 15th. This will give us a ×3 experience points towards the score, which is helpful because we can stack this ×3 event period with the multiplier Super Souls, which I will break down. Now, fear not, I know there's only 2 days left. However, there's going to be a second week that will give us a ×3 boost towards experience. That's going to be starting on the 23rd of July, and it's going to last until the 29th. There are other 2 weeks that will be granting us a ×2 Time Patrol medal earned, which the reason why I'm bringing that up is because we can level up our characters via Time Patrol medals as well. Like what I said, I will be going over all the different methods. So without further ado, please make sure to drop a like on today's video, turn on post notifications, subscribe if new around here, and the first thing you want to do is talk to Whis. As soon as you log into the game, you'll get this notification saying that we have the opportunity to increase the CAC's level, right? Whis is going to be the person to help us unlock that 199 state. Teleport over to the Bamboo District. If he's not located here, then he's probably your mentor / instructor. If that's the case, then all mentors will be located right before the entrance of the Orange Star School. Goku is currently my mentor, so he's going to be right here in front of the mountain. Just talk to him and he'll give you this mission. It's somewhat difficult at the start of it just because you don't have your full health. You're like a level 1 CAC, so you will go down and lose the first couple of tries. However, that's just part of the actual training regiment. You'll then get your health, stamina, ki, and strength back, and then you'll eventually destroy your own self. Yes, spoiler alert, you do go up against your own CAC, and then once you complete that mission, you'll be able to start leveling up from 180 to 199. Now, how exactly do you level up the levels? How do you get experience points? Well, first let's go over the quickest method possible. It will cost you Time Patrol medals. Go over here, right besides the reception center, talk to Tusak, and he'll actually take Time Patrol medals and will grant you 1 level in return. So it's going to be a total of 240 Time Patrol medals for 1 level. You can see right there, you gained 1 power boost. I'm currently sitting at 183, so if you're starting this from exactly level 180, just do 240 Time Patrol medals times 19 because level cap is 199. That will be a total of 4,560 original medals, which is absurd. It's a grind to reach max level, whether you're doing it the old-fashioned way through experience points or the Time Patrol method. Now, at the start of the video, I did mention there's also a Time Patrol boost going on. Definitely take advantage of that if you're doing the medal method. The event will actually start on the 16th of July and it's going to end on the 22nd, and then there's a second week that will be distributing a ×2 medal boost on July 3rd, and that one's going to be lasting up until August 5th. Now, you can also pay your way up to 199. They're called Super Time Patrol medals. You have to purchase them with real money. Or you can grind Super Time Patrol medals as well, but they're extremely limited. The only way to get them is through the weekly updates, whether it's through the raid missions or the tournament missions, whatever it may be. And they're kind of stingy with them. They only hand out like 10, 20, 30, 40 at a time, maybe up to 120 medals from the raids. But they barely hand them out, and it's very time consuming because you have to wait for those days. But Tusak does take original medals or super temperature medals. It is a little bit less. It's not 240, it's 120 super temperature medals. So if you are starting from level 180, by the way, I'm over on my actual PS5 console instead of the Steam. It's basically 120 times 19. That will be 2,280. So if you really want to take the easy way out and just buy them, then go over to the medal shop. It'll ask you if you want to purchase super medals. Just press triangle if you're on PlayStation. And 2,280, I think they have a bundle of 2,300. So 20 US bones for 19 levels. If that's worth it to you, then that's fine. But if you want to do everything completely free, then the original temperature method would be the best case scenario. Now to go over the original experience. What's the best missions to take on to get the most amount of experience possible? We want to make your time worth it, correct? Before we do that, let's go over the Super Souls. So the best one, in my personal opinion, would have to be My Hobbies Are Reading and Sports. This reduces your Zenny earned to 0, which that does not matter. We don't care about Zenny. However, it triples score earned, so we do get that times 3. And again, since we do have that times 3 experience points campaign going on, it will stack on top of each other. So technically, after you complete every single mission up until July 15th, you'll be getting a times 9 experience boost, which is pretty dang great. Now, in order to get My Hobbies Are Reading and Sports, you unlock it through a very specific raid mission, which is the Supreme Kai of Time. They do update the game every week, so we have to patiently wait until that Supreme Kai of Time raid eventually drops. So it's going to be very time consuming. However, there's a quick method to obtain it immediately. Go over to the partner customization, and since it's Goku's Super Soul, he himself will have My Hobbies Are Reading and Sports. So play as the partner customization variation of Goku with this Super Soul equipped. Try your best to create the most spammy experience builds possible. I highly recommend Bending Kamehameha and Burst Charge with the Super Saiyan 3 Awoken skill. And voila, you'll get the times 3 bonus. You don't necessarily have to be playing as your CAC to level them up. You can play as cast characters as well. So Goku is a great alternative if you don't have the Super Soul for your CAC. And plus, we have this brand new Whis Gi outfit for the character, and so it'll look cool when you do transform into Super Saiyan. There are other Super Souls. If you can't necessarily get My Hobbies Are Reading and Sports, there's another one called 40-ton weights. I'm flying up here because this is where you unlock it, but before I explain all of that, let's read the actual description of 40-ton weights. I think it should be right here somewhere. Right there. South Kai Super Soul. When the battle ends, doubles score earned. So something similar to My Hobbies Are Reading and Sports. Instead of it tripling, you just get a double score. And to unlock this Super Soul, you have to complete the original main storyline of the game. So the very first mission up to the battle against Super Saiyan 4 Mira. Once you complete the main campaign, fly over here on top of the reception center, and there's going to be a computer named NIT, N-I-T. You talk to her, and that's how you obtain 40-ton weights. There are 2 other Super Souls. These ones are a bit easier to obtain. However, we have to wait until the Time Patrol Medal Shop updates. So there's one called You're Not Taking This Away From Us. When the battle ends, you'll get a 1.5 times boost towards Zenny and score. Again, we don't necessarily care about the Zenny because that doesn't help us with the level up ability. The score does. Now, this is probably the weakest boost out of all the Super Souls, but it's there if you don't necessarily have time to complete the main campaign for 40-ton weights, or if you don't have access to the custom partner Goku. These would be decent alternatives. Again, Time Patrol Medal Shop, you have to wait until updates, so check every week to finally purchase this. there's another one called Now You're Upping the Ante. This one is not bad. I would say this would be the second best Super Soul in terms of leveling up your character. This is from the Great Witch Marba. When the battle ends, you have a chance of getting a ×0, ×3, ×5, or even a ×7 amount towards any end score. Now, it's a gamble, right? After you complete the mission, there's a 50% chance of getting the ×0. There's also a 50% chance of getting one of the actual multipliers. So there's more of a strict percentage behind the actual boosts. A 16.6% chance of getting the ×3, a 16.6% chance of getting the ×5, and a 16.6% chance of getting the ×7. Again, 50% chance of getting the ×0, or a 50% chance of getting something. Now, it is a great bonus if you do get that ×5 or even that ×7, because again, with that multiplier campaign, the ×3, that will technically be a ×21 if you get the ×7, right? If you get the ×5 during the campaign week, that'll be ×15, and it's very rewarding. We have the Super Souls out the way. Now let's go over to the expert missions. Which missions would be the best case scenario? You can do them offline or online. I recommend doing these missions online just because it will be a bit faster and you get even more time patrol medals compared if you were to do them offline. Online you get around 26 medals, offline you would get around 16 medals. If you don't have online, then that's totally fine. Still the best missions to do to gain experience points and medals. The missions you would specifically want to tackle would be expert missions 16, 17, and 18. Now, if you want to do these in quick sessions, then I recommend going after Blue Vegeta or Blue Goku, just because you can destroy these guys in a matter of seconds, 20 to 40 seconds. If you do these missions online with a very spammy build. The Ultimate Evil Broly, this one would naturally give you more Time Patrol medals just because it is a more difficult mission, and also it will take a bit longer to destroy the actual opponent, correct? So these three missions here would be your best case scenario. If you do the World Mission Tour, you know that blue computer over there with the suit that I was just talking to? Everybody was going to be doing one of those three missions, so even if you're trying to level up your CAC or not, you'll probably still be doing those because, again, the entire community is trying to level up their computers, right? And they know about those three missions, the best and easiest ones. Now, I'm going to quickly level up my character to 199 just to show you how many attribute points we get and what's like the max for each category that we can set the points into, because I believe it was like 200 for the longest time. It's probably still going to be 200 if I'm being honest. Just reached the final level. Moment of truth. Let's see how many points we have. Woo! Dang! So if you have 0 points used, you have a total of 600. And that is absurd. Now let's see how many points we can put into one category. Again, I believe it was 200. So for some reason, I am over on the Steam or PC version of the game. I get locked at 100. That's not how it's supposed to be normally. So I'm just going to do 100 for each category. Whoa! This is going to be the most balanced CAC roaming around Canton City. 100 in health, 100 in ki, 1 in stamina, basic attacks, strikes, and ki blast supers. Dude, we're the all well-rounded warrior for today. This is not going to be my official attribute system. It just kind of looks cool for today's video. So that's essentially it, man. Either farm Time Patrol medals via expert missions and then talk to Tusok and then level up that way, or equip some of these Super Souls that I went over and then farm the same expert missions to get experience points. It's great because it's best of both worlds. you get both experience and medals from expert missions 16, 17, and 18. And plus, with this multiplier boost campaign going on, 2 weeks for the ×3 experience and 2 weeks for the ×2 medals. So you can just alternate the farming methods. So we reached 199. We have the power to overcome aura, the green turquoise style. Real quick, let's switch that to the other 2 new auras that we have here, Super Saiyan 4 and Ultra Villain. And let's do the opposite of the power to overcome. Stage 3 USV. Whoa! Whoa, this is cool. This is actually my first time seeing this. So we have the crystals floating around. Nice. I simply thought it was going to be the aura. Well, this is technically part of the aura, right? And our eyes are glowing pink, or that rose magenta color as well. Woo! With the electricity surging. This is it for today's video. Thank you guys for the immense support, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace!